Director of the scrap Star Wars movie that became The Rise of Skywalker, has admitted it's a struggle to watch this saga in an emotional level, but he's going to try Andor. Alright, let's get into this. So Colin Trevorrow gets candid about his post-Duel of the Fates experience. Colin Trevorrow was once in line to direct the then untitled Star Wars Episode 9 before leaving the project. Had admitted it's been a struggle to watch anything from the series since, but Andor is getting him back on board. My son and I have both decided that we're going to watch all of Andor this summer, Trevorrow told the Hollywood Reporter, but I have to be honest, it's been a struggle for me to engage with anything Star Wars related just on an emotional level. So to the team that made Andor, I guess I can say that you're the ones who finally brought me back in. Andor is just incredible. It's how you really write a good story. Not having two writers write two differently, completely contrasting, dueling movies for the sequels. Yeah. So originally slated to cap off the Star Wars sequel Saga, which was said to be called Duel of the Fates. Ooh, nice. Trevorrow had creative differences with Lucasfilm's J.J. Abrams, which took over for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. But that wasn't the end of the story. In 2020, Duel of the Fates script was leaked online. Amongst the many differences between the canned Star Wars Episode 9 and The Rise of Skywalker, Luke Skywalker was originally planning to haunt Kylo Ren. Oh, that sounds cool. The Sith Lord, meanwhile, would have lightsaber duels with spectral Darth Vader and a twin-bladed Rey. That sounds a lot better than what we got. Trevorrow was keen to point out that despite suggestions to the contrary, he was never going to kill off R2-D2. Imagine though, Darth Vader and a dual-bladed Rey. I'm thinking maybe a dark side Rey. That's probably how the concept came out with the dark side Rey, only getting her in like a brief vision. Let's continue on the story. Andor has come to an end after 2 seasons with Disney Plus series, roundly being heralded as one of the best Star Wars films ever told. Is currently sitting pretty at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Just don't expect creator Tony Gilroy to head back to a galaxy far, far away anytime soon. So this story was written by Bradley Russell. Okay, so yeah, it's a good story. Imagine it being Episode 9 would have been called Duel of the Fates, and then Luke Skywalker haunting Kylo Ren, and then a duel between Vader and Darkseid Rey, I'm assuming, versus Kylo Ren. That would have been epic. That sounds a lot better than what we got, to be honest. And then the storylines, I don't blame him for saying that it was difficult for him to get back into watching it, because the storyline was just all over the place. It was two conflicting writers, and it just didn't feel like a cohesive at all storyline for it being, a trilogy. What really threw it off was Rian Johnson's the second of the trilogy. It just felt like Rian Johnson was trying to undo what J.J. Abrams had already planned out. It just wasn't a compelling story. So imagine if there was one writer for the whole trilogy, it probably would have been a lot better. And then this concept or this idea, what we're reading here, sounds very interesting. But that's just my ideas, and I thought this was a pretty cool story. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing for more Star Wars content. Hit that notification bell so you'll be the first one to watch the latest drops. Thanks for watching. Peace.